After World War II, many German scientists left for the Soviet Union or the United States, who contributed to rocketry at the time. Scientists such as Wernher von Braun were instrumental in the creation of NASA, which was designed to compete with the Soviet space program. The space race began with launching basic satellites. The Soviets were the first to send a man-made object in space with Sputnik 1 in 1957. These first satellites paved the way for the modern network of satellites that allows us to monitor weather patterns, elevate communication, and create the global positioning system. In the wake of this embarrassment, the US government resolved to put a man on the moon as a show of national superiority.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept.
In order to reach this goal, NASA had to pioneer a new field of science. 2 programs were started to develop the new technology required to reach the moon. NASA's Mercury program began in 1959. The goal was to gain experience in putting Americans into orbit. Computers and automated maneuvering technologies were developed to aid the next program. Following the Mercury program, the Gemini program focused on more advanced manual maneuvering in orbit. One of the great achievements of the Gemini program was accomplishing the first American spacewalk. One new technology that originated from the Gemini program was the ability to freeze dry food. This allows food to be preserved for a long time. The Apollo program was the culmination of NASA's efforts in the Mercury and Gemini programs. NASA needed a powerful rocket to reach the moon. They created the Saturn V, which remains the most powerful rocket to this day.
The automation of computers was a major part of the Apollo program. These systems paved the way for autopilots and modern commercial airliners. The moon landing was the ultimate goal of the Apollo missions and represented the achievement of a major national goal. Many believe that this was the peak of the space race as a whole. For the moon landing, NASA had to develop special spacesuit technology. The moon boot revolutionized athletic footwear because of the new shock absorption, superior stability, and improved motion control. The spacesuits also contributed to the development of new protective gear for firefighters, which allowed them to operate more safely inside of burning buildings. NASA has saved many lives by pioneering medical devices such as the artificial heart and insulin pump. The space race revolutionized technology and international competition. The competition influenced the way technology affects people's daily lives. Without the technology developed by the space race, the modern world wouldn't have smartphones, GPS, laptops, and many other inventions crucial to modern day life.